Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot E-Magazine. We finally made it to Friday. Thank God. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, subscribes, comments, donations, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's go ahead and clear out the energy, and then let's just see what the message the Spirit has for us this evening. So, in the pre shuffle, I got the distinct feeling that you broke a curse. And when you broke this curse, it was like a domino effect. Like kind of like when a mouse is going to a mouse trap and it gets that cheese, but it has that domino effect of that trap getting them. Kind of like that. Somebody got that domino effect, that rat trap. Pow! Hey, Red Violet, how are you this evening? Hola, Marcia. Buenas noches to you too. Hey, Yvette, how are you? Bottom of the deck. Ooh, somebody's having some health concerns or a health issue could arise. I guess so. Like I said, it was like pop, that snap back, you know? Like somebody, somebody thinks that they can just go and do something like a female thinks she can just go and just slap a man. She ain't expecting him to backhand her back. It's one of those types of things like, whoa, oh, I'm awake now. Oh, I come back into my own body. I was having an out of body experience. Yeah, because somebody, their guardian angel stepped in. Somebody's guardian angel stepped in and said, we doing this last checkmate, motherfucker. And now somebody is expecting something. They're expecting you to get some really good news or to meet somebody, and to be in that lovey-dovey honeymoon phase. Now it's like somebody they're thinking about things, they're reviewing everything, and it was like, or they reviewed everything. But whatever it is, somebody realized that they need to go ahead and move. They need to go ahead and move. You know, maybe closer to an air sign who has a pet. But somebody, they want to talk about something. They want to talk about, coming together now. They want to talk about, I want to be with you, because they was with this narcissist, and they said no, they don't want to be with that narcissist no more because that narcissist was alive. And whenever they really looked at that narcissist turned out to be someone totally different than who they thought they knew. So it was like this person, they felt like they had to hire a spy or something, or a private investigator to get some more information or to do something. But what they found was this motherfucker was somebody who, was doing it to everybody, putting love spells on everybody, just, the town hoe. The town hoe. So now something with this fire sign, they wanna come up, they wanna pick you up, they wanna take you out, take you out on the town. Y'all go dancing and twirling and shit, and he'll say this funny, silly shit, and you just be like, boy, stop. so funny. Quit. And all that goofy shit. But your intuition is telling you, fuck that. Tell him you missed your spot. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, Shaylin. Yeah, there's already too many challenges with this person, so you already knew it was time to move on. Plus, it was like something about this person. Um, Maybe somebody was trying to. They was trying to get with somebody who was a gold. They found out that this earth sign was a gold digger. Yeah, and so they was actually just gonna go, on vacation, have a little quick jaunt out of town, have a little quick romp in the bed. But it was something about this person. It was like this was like an on again, off again relationship. This wasn't something that this person really wanted, and they took a gamble, thinking that if they gave it time, that it was something would be something that was more. But you know what? It wasn't. This person's like, it was time to let this shit go, you know. And they just hoping that over time, that you'll open up your heart, and maybe with some distance, time and distance that, maybe, you would open up your heart and possibly, turn into that Queen of Cups. But you know what? You like your ancestors already said, Mayday, motherfucker. Get the fuck away from this one. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kahina. How are you? What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. And you listen to your intuition. Show the fuck did. You was like, mm-mm. Get out the way. Move. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. You know? What's the message? Mm. Yeah, because you even thought about everything too. And that's whenever you was like, you know what? Mm-mm. No. Like this wasn't the one. And so it's like I said, somebody they thinking that they can come back to you. But it's like, no, you found out, you know what, you broke this. You broke somebody thought they was just Don Juan and they just had it like that. But they took a gamble with you, showed in, because they didn't know that your shit was pure. You cannot play a player and you cannot pimp an ex pimp. So I don't know what the fuck they thought they was doing. You know? That's why you was like, yeah, let me go ahead and move around. Let me move around so I can go ahead and manifest something better. You know? Because, you even listen to what this person had to say, but you was wise enough to know, that this person was really moving on too. Because the way that person was acting. But like I said, with the other person that they went back to, they thought you was gonna be like that too. You was like, no, not over here, not over here. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Hey, 007 Maniac. I love you too, Kahina. I am well, 007 Maniac. Thank you so much. And y'all don't forget that the community board is open and y'all can post comments to me if you want to talk to me. Somebody was hoping that you would say yes. They did. They was hoping that you would say yes and be just so swooned by their muscle or something, and that you would be like, yes, 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 I will go on a date with you. I will go on another date with you. Where do you want to go? Oh, McDonald's, perfect. When should I be ready? Like, no, motherfucker, no. You was like, I'm really good. I'm in a really good space right now. I'm in a really better place by myself. So thanks, but no thanks. You know. Plus, go ahead and go back to your friend, the one that was the gold digger. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that y'all and that you had to let that one go. I'm so sorry. Well, maybe they'll be back. Who knows? Yeah, you know. And this is somebody who's a straight up narcissist. That's why you said no, because you didn't want to listen to his fucking lies. Okay? And you ain't have a problem telling him nothing either. You ain't have a problem saying what the fuck was on your mind. The way you wanted to say it. Okay? So, plus your intuition already told you that he or she was already committed to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So let's like, why are you gonna sit here and get all wrapped up and have some health issue that could arise? Mental, emotional, psychological, you know. Don't nobody like that cookie to be on fire. Don't nobody be walking down the street and watch they thing come down their pant leg and fall on the ground. Nobody wants that type of drama or trauma. Guaranteed. If there's anybody that does, say so in the chat. Say it in the chat. Hey, Callie Swag, how are you? But I don't think we're going to find anybody. Yep. Something about somebody got a dog or a cat, some type of pet. Could be a guinea pig, I don't know. But, it like maybe the pet kept getting in the way and was like, no, 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 no. Or maybe, like, don't even get close to this one. Don't get close to this one. So, yeah, it's almost like the pet was like letting you know, hey, let go of that one. That one's a lie up. Let go, liar. Something like that shit. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? What's the message? Ooh, okay. Now that's too much. There's a big old stack here, and then there's a big old stack here. I guess I'll take them. So it popped out on two different stacks. So one of them, yes, your pet was your guardian angel and protecting you from even getting close enough to even face any challenges. So if you got a pet, you need to give that pet an extra pet treat, Plus it was like there's somebody else that wants to get close to you. Maybe this is somebody that you have to go see. Maybe you're going on a little vacation or something, and you had to let go of that one so you can make room for the new, Make room for the new, beginning on its way to you now. Yes. So that's what's going on. Absolutely. Maybe your cat was like, or something like that. If so, give that cat an extra cat treat. Yes, that way. That's it's like you knew what you needed to do. Put time and distance and whatever else, and this person thought that you was gonna just give it time, but you said no, you was gonna give it time and move on. Shit. Like I said, somebody thought that they was just done one, baby. Like that's gonna put it on you, Mm-mm. Keep that thing to yourself. Keep that little drippy drip to yourself. Don't nobody want that. What's the bottom of the deck? We're gonna use this one instead. Divine matrix. See, somebody didn't think that you could see who they really was. Like you was still stuck in the matrix. Like you was still willing to settle. Peace, y'all. You stopped settling years ago. Come on now. See, this person just had to find out that you was way past that. You had already finished it. You knew what was going on and everything else. You saw all the moving parts at the same time. Okay? You knew when somebody was telling you this big old, feeding you this big old cup of bull because you know a lie when you see a lie just by the way they pronounce they R's. You feel me? Shit. Plus the way that this person was sitting, their whole attitude, their whole energy was off. You knew it, you knew it was smoke and mirrors. Their whole energy was off. Plus you saw this motherfucker for who they was. It was like, get out of here. Come on now. Yes, Cali Swagger virtual party. I thought she was up on the times. Yeah, somebody is it was like they have a wish. They do. They have a wish. Somebody needs some healing. That's what this is. Somebody needs some healing. They need to be more open-minded, to things that people are saying to them or something that maybe you're telling them or something, because you know what the fuck you're talking about. You're speaking from a higher perspective. Like I said, you see everything that this person is trying to do. That's why this person is like, dang. When they went to that piece of little 304 that, they got into it with and was upset that they, canceled their plans with you to get with that. Then they started thinking, well, maybe they'll give me one more chance, because they do have such a kind heart. Maybe if I just say, hey, I got a good idea, let me take you out, or some bullshit. But see, they don't know that you're going to be like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I was just going to sit at home and binge watch TV anyway. I promised myself I was going to do that this weekend alone. And I intend to keep my promises to myself. But thank you, though. Then that's when this motherfucker gonna know that they was so close. And you know what? And it's like they gonna feel so upset because y'all really did get in, they really did want to be with you. But you know what? Whenever you want to be with somebody, but you got somebody else who ain't really done shit, and it's a whole cycle thing in the back of your mind, you trying to figure out if you can balance the two, that's when you fuck up. Because you don't get what you want until you get rid of what you do not want. And what you do not want is that cycle shit, round and round and round. That's like somebody repeating themselves all the damn time. You got to hear the same damn joke, the same damn story. You like, damn, you mouthing the words when they mouthing the words and shit. Yeah, I know. I remember the last 12 times you told me. Yep, I remember. Yeah, and then Joe said, yep, and then yep, I remember. Yeah, I remember all that. But see, somebody didn't appreciate you. They weren't grateful for who you are. They didn't appreciate you. They thought they could kind of come and go as they please, kind of leave you stuck in the middle. Police. Like, now, who do you think you are? No. More importantly, who do you think I am? That's what I want to know. I don't give a shit who you are, but I want to know, who do you think I am? Gonna sit around and wait on somebody? Please, I'd rather be by my damn self than to feel like I got to sit here and play second, third, fourth, or fifth fiddle. Sorry, partner or miss, whoever that is. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. See, they used to people just like that. They used to them type of birds. They used to dealing with chicken heads. You know what I'm saying? Pigeons. They ain't used to no eagles. You know? You see, this person knows that they got to do some healing, because like the way that they was coming to you, treating you, acting towards you, it was disrespectful. They know this. They know that they wouldn't want nobody treating them like that, but they're gonna sit here and say they don't know where their head was at. Yeah, we do. It was up in your own asshole. That's where it was at. We could tell you that. But see, somebody, they feel like you broke them open, like you broke the code. You know what the fuck you talking about. Damn Skippy. That's why somebody said what the fuck they said. That's why we said what the fuck we said. We know what the fuck we talking about. We gonna call a spade, and baby. We was like, up, we see you. You acting like a two of spades. What's the message? Or a three of spades. Something low like that. We need an ace. King. What's the message? What's the message? Some messages coming through. Well, come on then. Come on. Look. What's the message? Is that it for this? This may be it for this deck. Okay. Oh no, there it is. Something about this time machine. Somebody was like stuck in the past, baby. They were stuck in the past. Is that what it was? They need to get out of that shit. And maybe they were stuck in the past because they wasn't used to somebody, you checking somebody like that. Maybe they was used to like that, those birds of a feather. Those that felt like they had to play Miss Sweet, sweetie and timid, you not like that. You might be Sweet Spot, but Sweet Spot talk kind of rough at times. Shit, we got our own gang sign, everything, so that's the Sweet Spot and everything. It's just to let y'all be cool, but shit, collector, we know Sweet Spot shit, okay? You could, But something about, the way that you talk, or the way that you communicate, the way that you tell a story, the way that you explain, the way, whatever it is. It's like something about you is so different. And this person, like I said, they even put some earth magic on you. They was waiting for this to bear fruit. The way you talked, you told this motherfucker what you wanted to tell this motherfucker when you wanted to say it, how you wanted to say it. You took pauses, breaks, put commas where the fuck you wanted to say it, even if you was going to say an exclamation point, whatever. And they couldn't do nothing but except look at you with their mouth wide open. And then you told them motherfucker to close their damn mouth. They catching flies. They was like, damn. Because they shit didn't work. They used to being able to put it on somebody and watch that shit work. Like, they was used to this, working with the chicken heads. Now they understand and you ain't no regular ninja. Mm-mm. You a HBIC or HNIC, whoever. Head ninja in charge, head in charge, you whoever. But you not no regular. Mm-mm. 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 That they realize that. They realize you see exactly who they are on the inside. Like this person, even if it was cold and they had on layers, they felt butt booty naked standing in front of you while you sitting there looking them up and down like, mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. You know, somebody feeling like all timid and crazy and you'd already seen them and everything, so they can't cover up. I'm telling you, it's like what you did was you pierced somebody's heart. You pierced them right in the middle of that damn heart. And for that, now they love you and your dirty draws. Yes, honey. Now this person is trying to quiet their mind and they are looking at things with a higher view because now they understand that you know what you have already quieted your mind. Your chakras are all aligned and you already see confirmation and you already see shit from a higher view. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody felt like naked, vulnerable, completely seen. You know, like you could look at them and be like, you know, you about to have a blood clot. No, 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 in your back. I can see it. Go to the doctor tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You know, just like that type of shit. Like, damn, they can see on the inside of me. They get to the doctor be like, how'd you know to come in here? Don't ask. It's crazy. You won't believe me. But whatever you did, whatever you said, you made a very powerful move, baby. You made it so somebody, they said, hold up. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me back up. Because I feel like there's a whole bunch of shit that I didn't hear. Yes. Now this person understands who you are. Okay, what you bring to the table. The roots of abundance and a grand symphony, darling. Okay, so don't even play. Then on top of that, it's like this heart of yours. Oh my gosh, you know, that's the thing that this person really wanted to take advantage of was this heart. But they couldn't. They couldn't because you can't make this up. They couldn't because you was like, motherfucker, I will let you go right now. I'll cut your ass go. Bye, with the hard R. This dude or girl, whatever, they was so taken aback. They had to take a deep breath. They was like, damn, they don't even play. They don't even give a person a second, a third, a fourth chance. Shit. My shit must be wearing off. Yeah, see, somebody came to you thinking they was getting ready to play in your energy. You was like, bye, ninja, with a hard R. Do me a favor. Push the little lock on the inside of the door as you close the door and jiggle the lock, jiggle the door handle so I know it's locked. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. Now this person thinking how they should have been much more kind to you, how they should have been thankful for you, how they should have did this, how they should have did that, how they should have, would have, could have, but you didn't, motherfucker. But your ass didn't. Hey Sheila, how are you? Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. Yeah, you knew what your purpose was. Yeah, no, they can't say nothing. They can't say that you don't. Because you was like, no, I trust and believe I ain't here for that shit. I can guarantee that. You knew what your purpose was. And the purpose was to help this person to be able to cross over so that they can, have something that they, or a relationship or something that they have that perfect harmony with. But they want to be stuck on the other side, or they want you to be stuck in the middle in some damn holding pattern. I think not. I think not. Not unless you want to get cussed out. Well, even if you don't want to, you still may. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And see, what your secret weapon is, you don't ask for shit in return. See, they was used to them chicken heads. You know what I'm saying? Them chicken heads acting like, well, if I do that, I want this. And if I help you with that, I want that. You was like, no, I'll do that, no problem. And they sitting there like, well, can you do that? Okay, no problem. Well, can you do this? Now you're pushing it, motherfucker. Now your motherfucking ass is pushing it, poking up on their chest. Now your ass is pushing it. Just kidding. But shit. Mm-hmm. That's your secret weapon. You can't use me if I'm willing to do something. Now I can say no at any time, and this person didn't realize that. They thought that they could just use you. No. You knew what your purpose was, to help them. They didn't want the help. They want to be stuck. You like, okay, well, bye. Hasta la vista, bitch. Bye. Shit. You could stay stuck in the cycle. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm still good. I'm still I'm still I'm still good. That's what the song I'm hearing. Something about mom. I'm so fly. I'm so hood. I'm just something. I don't know if y'all know what the hell I'm talking about, but I hear it in my head. So, what's the message? Callie said, Swag said, what's the question? Red Violet, what's the message? What's the message, Spirit? I saw the Oracle's gift. Hold on. It didn't fall. Okay, I'm getting ready to. Yeah, okay. See, every time I say I'm getting, there it goes. That's what I said. That's your secret weapon. And you knew what your purpose was. That's what I'm saying. This person knows that you are not like ordinary people. They know. But they thought that you were stuck in the matrix. You was like, no, motherfucker, but you are. And you was like, but it is what it is. No, see ya. Yeah. Damn, that's whenever somebody felt like, damn, like they ain't even give me a second chance. Who deserves a second chance? Like a job interview. You don't get no second chance to fuck it up. You only get one chance to fuck it up. Don't be like, okay, at an interview, they'll be like, well, you know what? You really fucked up that question, but we're going to give you another chance. Okay, we'll give you a do-over question. Okay. That it don't work like that. Hey, Miss Christy, how are you? Yes, that's what it is. Oh, mom, yes. Oh, mama. On my hood, I look fly. I look good. That's what it is. Yes. Thank you. Exactly. What's the message? Oh, I forgot to say what was at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's what it is. Touch by swag. Wish you would. What's the message, Spirit? Now somebody's upset. What you mad at, Tink Tink? See, They didn't know that you was in your alignment. They didn't know that you was aligned. And this person, they messed themselves up because why would they try and take advantage of you? And then on top of that, whenever you may have been trying to tell them something about forgiveness or whatever, they resisting you. Oh, okay, you don't want to hear what I got to say? Okay, how about we just cut this shit? We can cut the cord. No problem. Now all of a sudden, because this person they had something else on their mind. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Whatever. You know? And it's like and plus this person talked about they don't like how you speak up. How you don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say about you, how you they say you too opinionated. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got no problem taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? They expecting you to be like, just taking what they giving to you and shutting the fuck up. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish you would, motherfucker. Come on. Come on. Yeah. This person find out that ain't who you are. That ain't that type of party. That's not who they called in whenever they rang your number. When they rang your number, they knew it was a totally different time. It was a totally different day, week, month, and season. Hello. Okay. You see, somebody thought that they was getting ready to hook you up or they was gonna hit you up, and they was just gonna get their jollies with you, and then they make it so that they would manifest, they was trying to manifest you to be one of the regulars. You know, we got one of the regulars, one of them that they could cycle in and cycle out. But you was like, no, sorry. You got the wrong party. In fact, you got the wrong name. Actually, you even got the wrong address because whoever you're looking for do not have this address. Period. Come for motherfucking. Hello. Hello. No, you was like, no, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't know what you was thinking about, but I can tell you what, we ain't thinking about the same shit. I'm telling you. See, this person is like you was very creative. You was not only very creative, you was independent, you was this, you was that, you could do everything. And then on top of that, you was very intuitive. Like you was kind of putting this person to shame. You was showing this person, not only what it was to be an adult, what it was to be intelligent, but you was showing this person a lot of shit. You know, it's like that you made this person feel safe. Seriously. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, it's like, you know what? You receive good juju because you know your worth. And you're not trying to pour those cups of love just on anybody. You're not pouring those throwing pearls before swine. And you knew the truth. You know the truth about this person. Like I said, this person felt like you could see right through them through their bones. They, veins and shit, capillaries and shit, everything. You talk about some. I thought you said your blood type was A positive. Mm-mm. You actually B negative. I saw that shit. I saw that shit. Go to the doctor tomorrow. Ask them. Ask them. Mm-hmm. See, this person thought that they was pulling the wool over your eyes like you didn't see shit. Like they was just super duper smooth. No, you were so grounded. You were so you had been out. You been there, done that. This was. You was looking at this dude like, or this person like, come on now. I done dealt with that shit like 20 years ago. That was back in the day in the hood. Like, oh, come on now. Come on. You know, it's like you You got to get out of that old mindset. It's like, you got to find out who you are. This person don't know who they were. And it's like you could tell they didn't know who they were. That's why they was afraid of your love. That's why they're afraid of you. Your presence. You was just too much for them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. There was too much. You was too much. You was too strong for them. They felt intimidated by you. They really did. This person felt intimidated because they felt like, you know what, that you can call on God or you can call on the heavens and do some shit. That's why they was afraid. They, even though they now they're looking at you as spiritual, back then they was looking at you as like dark energy, and they was afraid you was gonna be like, in the power invested in me, or throw some lightning bolts or some shit like that. And you're like, no, I was just gonna tell you how I felt and keep it moving. Shit, yeah. Because you ain't like that. You changed, you was never like that. That's just who they used to, you know. Right now, you know who you are. You're happy. You know who you are. You're not feeling like you should be ashamed to hide who you are, what you do, nothing like that. Yeah. Confirmation. And and that this person, it's like they sit here and they hurt themselves by not leveling up. They're betraying themselves because they're not leveling up. And so the thing is, now this person they feel very awkward. They don't feel confident at all, not at all, because you know who they are. You see them, their secrets are revealed, and so it's like it's hard for them to be around you. It's hard for them to be around you. So you like, damn, well, ain't my fault. It's not my fault that your ass is a chicken. See? And this person now, that they're aware of, that all they thought that they was doing to get at you, they didn't do nothing to you. They fucked themselves up. They thought that they was being slick. They thought they was being super smooth. They thought the words that they was saying was like, you would never figure out what they was talking about. They're like, yeah, well, I'm getting ready to go hang out with an ex-friend from work that I haven't seen in such a long time, my old buddy. Oh, okay, well, what's her name? They're like, oh, how did she know it was her? You know what I'm saying? Some stupid shit like that. You know, it's like, this person don't realize that you so far past that. You so far past, you don't give a shit. You don't even have to keep no secrets. All you gotta do is just grow the fuck up. If you was grown, you wouldn't feel like you had to keep a fucking secret. If you was grown, you know. And this person now, they feel, all seen and everything. Like I said, it's like shit, yeah. What's the message? Yep. This person knows that they need to start all over, that they need to recreate themselves, that they definitely need to grow the fuck up. They definitely need to grow the fuck up. Ain't nobody got time to play with their ass. What's the message? Like I said, it's time for this person to grow the fuck up so they can really get in what they really want, instead of them playing games and getting gains in return. And this person really, whenever they look back at themselves, they really feel ashamed for what they was trying to give to you. They really feel ashamed for what they was trying to give to you. And the thing is, no matter what they said to you, no matter how they treated you, they saw that shit didn't even affect you. You were so fucking grounded and real with yourself at that point And you know what? You just knew that this person needed to go in and heal and forgive themselves and deal with those childhood wounds. So this person thought they was getting a dig at you. They wasn't. You knew who you was. You know you're connected to the Most High. You know you have gifts. You know that you have a calling. You know you're here on a purpose. You know what you're here to do. So you know who you are. You standing in your truth. It's just that motherfucker wasn't standing in theirs. Okay? Confirmation. Now this person, all they can see is that you are of divine lineage, that you are an earth angel. That's all they can see. That's what shines about you the brightest. Hey Addie, how are you? Hey Spirits, Tunes, and to Tarot. How are you? Hi Leslie, Nana. See, I remember. Yeah. But see, this person, they were stuck in a cycle where they felt safe. But they're finding out that cycle, that cycle where they felt safe, it was just holding them back. So that's when they realize that they actually need to get into alignment too, so that they can liberate themselves. Yeah, from liberate themselves from being some false ass person. They can be real with themselves too, and confident, just as confident as you are. Mm-hmm. This person feels like it's time for them to uh, uh, talk about what they regret, or maybe offer some apologies or something like that. That they need to contact somebody to offer an apology, to say, hey, I didn't mean to do this, or I didn't mean to say that, because it was just the devil in me making me want to do this and do that, and try and hurt you, and the dark side of me, and I hadn't healed within something bullshit, and blah, 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 blah. And they want to talk about all the bullshit in the towers and everything, and how they need to, blah, blah, blah. And you like, okay, well, what the fuck ever? Basically, you just letting this person know, I don't give a shit how you get help. Just get some help. Love yourself. There's different ways. Mm-hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh. Yeah. Something about somebody needs to just start talking. Yes, I was going to say living in their truth. They need to start talking, living in their truth. Yes, yes, and break these, and talk about, because they're gonna find out their truth. It's not even a reason for them to have any shame. It's for them to clear out this karma. That's what it is. Once they start living and talking in their truth, they start clearing out their karma. Yes, it's time for someone to start talking. Mm-hmm. Yep. This person is just like in awe of how grounded you are. They feel like no matter what they said, no matter what they did, no matter what they tried, you never let them see you sweat. They couldn't shake you. They couldn't shake you. And now they understand why, because your intuition was working for you the entire time. Your intuition was telling you how to move, where to move. And trust me, they didn't realize you was as strong as you were, as you are. They didn't realize the battles that you want. But they do now. Now they do, because you broke a curse. You broke a curse just by your using your own intuition. These people are scared of your ass. They don't know what the fuck is coming next. They don't even know how it's coming. But somebody feel like it's coming, and they feel like, oh, they can't even run and hide because they don't know where it's coming from. But they know it's their season. It's their time. Somebody said, you know what? They should have chilled out on what they thought was pleasure a long time ago. They should have left that shit alone a long time ago. But now they can't, because that shit is coming back around. That shit is manifested, baby. And they have no choice but to surrender to what the fuck is about to go down. And they feel completely helpless. Completely helpless. What's the message? Thank you. Telling you, this person feels completely helpless because they thought they was tough. No, boo. You ain't got no muscles like this. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. I don't give a shit what you see on the outside. Okay? Somebody like, damn, they know that you, whoever you are, they know your ass is powerful, strong, like bigger than Shaft. John Shaft. We can dig it. What's the message? I don't know what made me think of or hear Shaft. But yeah, somebody is surrendering. They have no choice but to surrender. And they feel so ashamed of themselves because they did it to somebody who loved them, who showed them some fearless love. You know? To an earth angel. Yep. This person is having tower after tower after tower. It's that snapback. It's that, you broke a spiritual law that should have never been broken. Yes. It's that as you give, you so shall receive. Somebody is in that receiving season. As you give, so shall you receive. And that is the fucking truth. It was all good. It was all fun and games until it wasn't. Now it's time for somebody to speak up. Okay? It was all fun and games until it wasn't. Now they don't want what's about to happen. They don't want this. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. Well, it's too damn bad. Because everybody see that the storm is brewing. Everybody sees somebody is going through so many different towers. All because somebody tried to get pleasure out of messing with somebody who's here on a purpose, on a mission, tried to make it seem like this person was the same as that person. These are two totally different people. Lied on somebody. Lied on somebody's mother. Said she was a hoe. She was a Jezebel. Hey, Lightworker William. She used to dance her ass. We can't make this up. Like she used to dance her ass in the street. Like she didn't have shit. Well, she wasn't about shit. She was never gonna be shit. Like she would used to dance like naked in the street or something. Now somebody wants some fucking forgiveness for lying on their motherfucking mama. Ain't this something? Ain't this something? You done said it. You done said it. The secret is out. You know, it may have taken a little bit, but you said it. And somebody is surprised how you even figured the shit out. Because, see, this person, they thought they could hide behind a mask. Well, go ahead. Which mask did you want to choose? You want to choose the one on the top, the one on the left, on the right, or the one on your face? Which one? It don't make a difference because I see right through you. Now somebody want to start over. Now they want to cut others free. They want to cut loose. They want to, be on their own. Now they all of a sudden they want to think for themselves. Really? Well, that's wonderful. I congratulate thee. Show the fuck do. Congratulate thee. What's the message, Spirit? Right. I understand that, spiritual too. Tuning to. I know that's right. Me neither. Shit, I'm too lazy for that. Okay. What's the message? Anything from this deck? Anything else? What's the message? What'd you say? Okay. Yeah, see, somebody they having these storms in their life and they really do want forgiveness from you. Cause they know y'all is connected. They know that they denied you, just like Judas denied Jesus. They denied you. And they wondering how you even know. Energy don't lie. The words lie. You can try and make your mouth lie. You can practice. You could stand in the mirror. You can make it seem like it's so convincing. Do it over and over and over again, but energy don't lie. We ain't got to be there to know that what happened. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Bottom of the deck. Yeah. The Queen of Cups. Energy don't lie. Something about this Queen of Cups. She sensed this devil energy. She sensed it, and that's why it's like this these people are she spoke about it. She sensed it. She broke that curse, and that's why this tower is happening for these people that worked against her. Whoever ganged up, whoever worked together, you know, yep, these people, yeah, whoever was working together, the wheel of fortune is now going out of their favor and it's going in her favor. Somebody they want to go into. Ooh, this magician wants to go into hiding. He's trying to ghost y'all. Boop, boop. It's took to the police. Boop, boop. I don't. Y'all know I don't know the words, but you know something about the police. Yeah, somebody trying to go on the run. They don't want to be. They don't want to be caught. They don't want to be found now. They don't want nobody to know that they was the one who was doing all this bullshit. Yes. You know, they don't want anybody to know it was them that sat there and planned how it was going to go down and that they was getting ready to really attack you. They didn't want nobody to know that. Yep. But it did not work. The plan didn't work. The plan didn't work because you saw it and you spoke about it. You know, that's what negated it. Plus, God, ooh, God said, you know what? It's like the Hierophant. God was all spirits all up in the place. Spirits all up in the place. Plus, with this person, it's like they was doing some this person was just really immature, like a risk taker. This is somebody who's like diving in the water with these alligators, you know, like that's not the stupidest thing in the world to do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait a minute, these are alligators. This is the Page of Wands. This is somebody who thought that they was gonna sit here and do some shit, not thinking that this shit was getting ready to close on them and they was gonna be stuck in this cycle. See, they thought it was gonna be going around to you. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Now with this that was that wasn't the page, that was the knight. Sorry. Now with this daughter of coins, you know, somebody, it's like this little idea that they had. They feel like a fool. They really do. It's like they feel like this is. I feel like this person has to start all over. I really do. They feel like a fool. Mm. And you know what? This King of Wands is now sitting here, really reflecting about all the bullshit that was said, you know, and for how long they were saying the shit. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit that was said, for how long they were saying it. And now the truth has come out that that you are an earth angel and it fucked them up. Fucked them all up. All of them. All of them. Somebody's mother was sitting here just lying. But you know what? Spirit protected somebody from the lies. Okay? You was able to stand up and protect yourself. They didn't know that you had all the spiritual protection behind you. You know? They didn't know that you was the gift. Ain't that something? That dumb mother got to feel dumb. Had the child, didn't even know you had the gift. Imagine that Mary Magdalene didn't know that, you know, she was gonna be some type of fucked up abusive mother, not knowing that, yeah, she named it Jesus, but she used to call him Knucklehead. Yeah, we know he used to turn water into wine and everything, but we used to make him get down with the water and shit until we was ready to pass out on Friday nights. You know, if she just like was that type of mother, then we wouldn't be like, you know, whatever we doing now. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know if that would make a difference, but we would, you know. So yeah, it's like somebody now they see that they should have been calming down on this bullshit. They should have not partook in this bullshit. They should have just calmed the fuck down. They should have shut the fuck up. Because the truth has come out anyway. The truth is out. And the truth is out is that, you know what? You are, you know what? You the chosen one. You the chosen one. And you their child. Okay, can you imagine? She didn't have Jesus. Oh, she didn't have the star. The second coming, you know what I'm saying? She is tripping. She like, oh, Lord have mercy. And Lord is like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Helen. Because I gave you the, look, I just said, you know what? She gonna get it in a minute. And it took you some years, but you finally getting it. But now you don't get it because it took you too long to get it. You get it? Mm-hmm. Now somebody is like, oh, upset. Oh, you talk about depressed? What the fuck? And then the thing is like, she's upset because she sat there and called you a liar. She called you a liar. And you was the motherfucking truth. Somebody is crying. They like, can I get another box of tissues, please? Yes. And you know what? And they looking at you. And you just as happy. You doing fine by yourself. You got your own shit. You independent. You strong. You know, you doing good. And then on top of that, they are watching you. They are watching you like maybe you have your own. You know, you are the matriarch. They watching you in awe. Their mouth is wide open. Tell them to close their mouth. Yes. And then this father wants to come and wants to apologize to you. This is somebody who was speaking confirmation. This is somebody who was speaking bad about you, was like, nah, you don't want that one. Not unless you like hoes. Nah, because that one is a freak there. Well, that one, you liable to find that one sitting on top of the washing machine trying to redo the spin cycle at any given time. You know, this one was just like saying all that shit. Yes. You know, but it's like something with this. They want to make peace. Now they want to make peace. Ooh, I'm getting hot. Hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. Mm. Ooh. I hate to be sitting in my bra doing the reading, but it's for whatever reason I got hot. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. You know? Yeah. Now they want to make peace. Now they're like, you know what? We are family. I got all my sisters with me. Hey, huh, hey, huh. We are family. Hey, 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 huh. Yeah, now they want to do that because they see that, you know what, you outshine all them. Are we back? Are we back? I thought we were spinning for a second. J Mike, are we back? Are we back? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Red Violet. Thank you, J Mike. Yes, honey, you outshine all of them, all of them. And guess what they was doing? There was three of them, right? And they were sitting here celebrating how overburdened you were. Like every time something bad happened, every time you went through a setback, they would secretly celebrate. sit around, talk about it, gossiped about you and everything. Just celebrate. Sit around, talk about it, gossiped about you and everything. Just dogs. Yes, they didn't know though. They didn't know that you was a high priestess. And they didn't know that, you know what? You knew what was getting ready to happen to them, and you said, I'm gonna go ahead and do me. I'm gonna take my space. I'm gonna separate myself from y'all. Because you knew what was getting ready to happen. You knew they was working together. You know, but you saw what was getting ready to go down. Because you was a high priestess. Yes, honey. Something about someone was talking to you, or you know what? Something about you started communicating. You started speaking your truth, and the way that you were living, it was the way that you were presenting yourself. It was like something about you. Everybody could see then that you're very happy, just the way that you speak, but you're not like jabberjaws, you know but it's like they can tell in your communication and your presence that you're not feeling shy, you don't feel intimidated, you feel confident. Confirmation. And then on top of that, with this, whenever you walked away, yes, when you walked away, you was good. You was all right, phone. Thank you. Confirmation. Damn. Okay. Okay. But when you walked away, it was like you had your money in order. They didn't think that you was going to be able to last. They didn't. They did not think that you was going to be able to last. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Hey, Queen J.E., how are you? You know, but they confused. They are confused at like how they was confused at like how things was working out, or how you got things together or something like that. And they was just confused, like damn, no, there's no way, there's no way. But you know what, it's almost like with this, there was you got some type of offer from this King of Cups. You got this love offer from this King of Cups, or this King of Cups like loves you or something like that. But this okay. So it's like this. So there's this offer coming in from this somebody that loves you. You know, somebody that loves you, and they have something for you, like this is just a gift for you. This is something that is due to you. This is like you're them giving you the reign. I mean, passing the baton. This is what I'm feeling like. Somebody's coming to pass the baton. Okay. But there's this like a page. And so good news is coming in. Good news is coming in about some type of maybe apology or something that somebody should have been saying, but it's like there's something hidden about it. There's something hidden about it because it's like somebody that's now feeling left out in the cold. There's something that's not right about this. Yeah, there's because there's a lot of conflict. It's just because they having problems at home. They having problems at home. That's what it is. And they hoping that if they maybe talk to you, that you would tell them, oh, well, why don't you move here? Just travel over here. Maybe they would say that, you know. But then that's whenever they would really take that opportunity to really shank you in the heart, because this is something that been wanting to do to you for a long time, is to give you that three of knives, the three of swords. you know they've been wanting to hurt your ass for a long time. Seriously. And they've been trying to think, how can they do this? How can they do this? How can they do this without getting caught? They don't want to get caught, though. They want to do it. They're trying to figure out how to do it, but they don't want to get caught. You know, that kind of makes sense. Mm, Yep, that's how all crimes start. They try to figure out how to do it, but they don't want to get caught. So this Queen of Wands, ooh, I think this Queen of Wands is about to get caught. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or the Queen of Wands did get caught. Mm. So now somebody's like holding back. They want to walk through the door, but they're holding back because they know that you're going to call judgment on them for the bullshit that they did. You know, like somebody juggled you, and now they sitting here, like with the this is somebody that should have been with you, but now they're sitting here all upset because it's like they was walking around with their head in the sand and now they can't sleep and shit. I mean, like, who does that shit? Hey, Bert Nix, how are you? Who does that shit? You know? Mm. Somebody who wants to put 10 knives in your back? Well, I guess that answered that question then, huh? Mm. Same with this King of Wands who feel like this fool. Well, that's too damn bad. They feel like a fool because you are a star, baby. They feel foolish. And they sitting here watching you. Oh my gosh, they can't watch you enough. It's like you this Queen of Cups right here. They love you. It's like they love watching you. It's like, I don't know, maybe you just sound nice. Maybe you, I don't know, sweet or something. I don't know. Got one of them real soft voices. I don't have that shit. I'm just trying to think of what I don't have. Let me see. Probably don't cuss. I don't cuss that much as much. Well, I won't lie like that, but don't cuss. Let me see what else. Yeah, this is somebody they want to come towards you because they know that they should have been with you, but instead they was holding back. They was holding back, and now they feel left out in the cold. Mm-hmm. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something I'm telling you, they are watching you. They know they should have chosen you, and they cannot stop watching you enough. And oh my gosh, this person. Mm-mm. It's like they 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 should have been loyal. They should have been loyal, you know. And I feel like this person, they feel like they should have been loyal. They should have um, stuck it out with you. They should have just stayed with you because then they would have been balanced at that time. They would have been prosperous at that time. They should have just stuck on that same route. They shouldn't have changed course. But yeah, I'm telling you, this father figure, this person feels upset because you know what? They caused all this. They have so much regret for causing so much havoc in somebody's life, especially because now that they're looking back on it, they see that this Queen of Swords was telling the truth. Now they see that. They see that very clearly now. That this Queen of Swords was telling the truth the entire time. hmm They see that they should have protected this person. Now they see that person as a gift. They should have protected this person. What's the message, Spirit? Telling you, Somebody has something for you. I feel like this is a gift. I feel like it's a gift. Yes, it's like somebody wants to make peace. They want to make peace with you. They wanna honor you as the matriarch. They definitely want to give you your flowers. It's like this is somebody who's thinking, okay, if I make peace with this person, this earth angel, then I'll be able to atone for what I did in the past, to cause all this havoc. I guess it just depends on what it is. Because it was like this Queen of Wands against this Queen of Cups too. I guess it just depends on what it was. Did you defame somebody? Did you destroy their character? Did you try to set out to destroy their relationships? Did you try to set out to have them lose money and not be able to accomplish anything? I guess it just depends on what type of person you was presenting yourself to be. And that will determine on what type of apology or what type of forgiveness you should expect, what type of relationship you should expect. And somebody's thinking about that too. About all that shit that they did. All that shit that they did. And this could have been to you. Somebody who didn't do shit to them, who didn't even see them doing shit because you were just doing you. And what they was doing behind your back, causing all these problems, all this chaos, all this commotion. And what did you do? You've always been one that you just stayed to yourself. You always stayed within your own little cocoon. This is whenever you felt like you were protected whenever you was a child. Like you put yourself in your own little cave in your mind just so that you could feel safe. It's probably like almost whenever you were coming out of that, whenever the real you was able to come up and come out, you may have even had a dream of you leaving a cave, finding your way out of the cave. And that's your confirmation that God is guiding you and directing you away, that it's okay for you to be you. What's the message? Yeah. They put so much on you. They really tried to weigh you down. They didn't care what you had going on. They didn't care. You was the emotional garbage bag, the dumping area. You was the one who they would blame for everything. If they needed somebody to take the blame or to look bad for some shit that they did, they put your name in there. But see, they didn't realize all that shit is coming back around. And when it comes back around, the devil plans to get its money. And they didn't think all that time they was doing that shit, they didn't think that they was going to have hell to pay for coming against you. See, Spirit just let them lay there and waiting. Spirit allowed them to continue to come up against you. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. What else you got? What else you got? Okay, now it's my turn. She's not going to get you back. I am. I'm telling you something with this father. This father wants to come and they want to bring you an apology. They really do. Because like I said, you told the truth and then you walked away. You said, like, I don't give a shit what goes on now. You spoke your truth and then you walked away. And this person, no, they didn't think that you was going to be able to survive on your own. They really didn't. But now that they know that you can, and the fact that you are still choosing to be by yourself as opposed to be around them, this is what's got them fucked up. That's what's got them fucked up. And they know that you was telling the truth. They know that you was telling the truth because somebody found proof. They found proof. Written proof. They saw it with their own eyes. They saw this contract with this money for this money, this official contract with all this money with their own fucking eyes. And they knew it was like some contract to try and hurt you. When this person found this out, their heart was so broke. Their heart was so broke when they found this information out. Especially when they found out about this person that they just love and adore. Their heart was so broke to think that how could you even think to even do this to somebody? Why would you even think to do, whether you signed a contract or something so that somebody else's life was taken away or whatever to end something? Why would you even do that? How could you ever act like that or get like that? Somebody is upset. Yes. And now they understand it's because, somebody else got in the middle. Somebody else got in the middle. Somebody who was greedy. Somebody who was greedy, who ain't they didn't come from shit. They ain't never had shit, but they always wanted to be up in everybody else's shit. This is somebody who was sitting here planning, how to fuck up this King of Cups. Doing shit. Yeah. Somebody saw it with their own eyes. They like, what? What the fuck is this? And there could even be somebody that, when they found it out, this could be somebody that, I don't know, I feel like this person really doesn't curse like that. But when they saw this, they was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, because they wanted to know what this shit was. This is something from 6 of Coins. Yeah, this is something that somebody was trying to do, against you. Somebody who stood out, and it was like this coven. This coven was trying to do something against you. Like they was trying to like take something from you. Whether this was destiny swap or whatever, they was trying to do something. And that's why you walked away. That's part of why you walked away. Boy, people ain't got shit else to do. Do we ask the question? Do we have a winner? I haven't really been looking at the chat. Oh, okay. Let me go up. Let's see. Uh, mm, hold up. Let's see. Uh, uh, who's the winner? I'm sorry. Oh, Cali Swag. Woo! Congratulations, Cali Swag. I was sitting here reading that the whole time. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Congratulations, Cali Swag. I know she already told you everything, so I'm not even gonna go there. So I'll just continue to do this. What's the message? Yeah, they thought they was gonna get like something for nothing. You know, when somebody they thought that they was gonna be able to do something, get something, but whenever they did it, they saw that they just did something and didn't get nothing for it. Yeah, they thought they was getting ready to get something. They wish fulfillment was getting ready to come true. You know, they just knew they was getting ready to get their wish fulfillment, baby. All they did was get tricked. That's it. That's it. They didn't get nothing. But everybody know what they was trying to do, though. Everybody know what they was trying to do. Yes, everybody saw what they was working on for a long time. What the plan was. Everybody saw that. So they got tricked. Now this person feel like a fool because their entire life is just crumbling. Don't nobody want to fuck with them. Nobody wants to mess with them. Everybody is leaving them. Everybody's peacefully leaving. They're moving away. They're like, no, I got something else I need to do. Don't nobody want to be messing with them. Because you know what? Everybody's thinking about, and they see you clearly for who you are. And they thinking about that shit too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like even this family. People's looking at this family, and people don't even really want to fuck with this family anymore either. Because they know what this family was doing. Ganging up, trying to do this. They don't even want to fuck with that family no more. They're like, nah, we good. Yeah, I'm telling you, everybody is keeping their distance. Ain't nobody traveling to see them. They're like, no. But you know what? And it's like people are talking about this all around the world. Like, they're looking at it on the internet too. People are talking. There's a whole lot of people, and they're in your corner. They are in your corner. And everybody's kind of paused right now because they want to see what you're going to do. They want to see what you're going to do to really beat this devil's ass because they know that you're getting ready to do something. They see you sitting there. They see you figuring this shit out. They know you getting close. They know you about to jump up. And when you jump up, you're going to turn that hat around and you about to jump off that cliff. And whenever you jump off that cliff, you jumping on the devil's ass and you beating the shit out of it. See, because the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. They didn't know how strong you were, but they know now. They about to find out the good old-fashioned proper way. Slap it and slap, slap, slap. Spiritually slapping, of course. Mm-hmm. Yep. See, they should have thought about this whole crazy-ass move before they did it. But now, it's too late. See, now they want to ghost the whole situation. Now they don't want nobody to know that they was the ones that was willing to jump in the lake with the two alligator crocodile looking motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Especially whenever they know that somebody calls their mama so much, was going against their mama, battling their mama and shit like that. Thank you, Nana. Hey, can I? Kanika. Hi, Kanika. How are you? Hey, Sonia. How are you? Mm-hmm. So yes, honey. Let me tell you. Mm-mm-mm. We gonna pull some from the stack. I didn't know I was running my mouth like that. It's an hour and 35 minutes. Don't forget Saturday, free questions. But you know what? I'll say this. I don't have a problem doing free questions, but if y'all are able to do some donations, whether it's small, I would appreciate that. Okay? What's the message? $1? $2? Thank you. What's the message? Yep, something about you remember whenever your grandfather died. And maybe that's whenever something was activated within you. Maybe, yeah, that's when something was activated within you. And that's the same time like you got the baton, the invite to carry on that lineage, that baton, that spiritual gift, part of your soul contract. Yes, 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 part of your soul contract. And listen, the devil said, don't blame him. I'm telling you, you are strong enough to beat the devil's ass. And you told the devil, don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. And something about you, you may or you may not play fair. Mm-hmm. But something about this fifth house of pleasure and romance could have to do with a Leo. Somebody has some evil energy, but right now Satan thinks they're dumb. Mm-hmm. They just didn't know that you was a fighter. That's what it was. They didn't know that you was a fighter, a spiritual fighter. They didn't know that you was a spiritual warrior. They didn't know you was a spiritual gangster. They didn't know that you knew how to get down to where that motherfucking crown. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, you can fuck around with me if you want to. Okay, but by the time you finish, you gonna be unwell. Somebody gonna need to be cleansed. Something could be happening on a Tuesday. Okay, something could be happening on a Tuesday. Yep. Somebody was stuck in their own ego or their own pride. But listen, God has worked it out. Somebody wants you to unblock them. But you tired. You like, no, because you tired of listening to and believing a lie. You're not even believing a lie, but somebody else was believing that lie. But you was tired of listening to that lie. Or a lie up. Mm-mm. No unblocks. No baxes. No baxes. Yep. That wicked witch is dead. They know it. They know it. You broke that curse. You broke a curse. Yep. They sent the death spell, but forgot about the return to sender times 10. I'm telling you, you broke that curse, baby. And the reason is because you chose God. Now they want to come with some more fake apology because they sitting here listening to you and they know that tea was just spilled. Hello. They know you put it out there. They can't break you. They cannot break you. And they've been trying. They cannot break you. What else? Anything else? I think that's about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Yep. All right, y'all. I forgot Sasha is still outside. I heard her at the back door like, where the fuck is my mama? I'm going to close this down. Don't forget, tomorrow is Question Saturday. Let's just do it. If you have questions, go ahead and throw them up in the chat. Tomorrow, of course. I love y'all. Thank you so very much. Cali Swag, congratulations. And we look forward to kicking it with you. Make sure that you come prepared. You have a designated driver home. Just kidding, because it's all virtual. And make sure that y'all are ready to kick it. Okay? All right. I love y'all, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.